Welcome back. Everyone can use a helping hand, even our four-legged friends. Bailey here was abandoned and left for dead in the Florida Everglades. He's now healthy and happy, thanks to the Everglades Angels. Here's more about their mission.
This is where we are. Okay. We're heading out Kendall. Then we're going down to 177th Avenue. She said it's Chrome, correct?
Yeah.
Then we're taking it to 136th, and then we're taking this down to 205th. That's the first feeding station.
Okay. Now, a lot of dogs that have been dumped, they drive off without them. It's just horrible out there. It's just not the place to dump a dog. I mean, the gators get them, the Burmese python eat them, the ticks and fleas, and you could go on and on. So it's one of the worst places in the world to dump a dog.
This is a huge area of Southwest Dade. So, I mean, we literally can drive down Chrome Avenue and take side streets, and there are just tons of strays.
There's 2 cars coming.
Yeah. We have a lot of great people down south here who will come out and feed. You can see the trays here. A lot of great girls will come out and just go around. They feed all the local strays until groups of rescues can come in and get them. A lot of the rescues down here, we all work together, which is a wonderful thing. And when we have space and funds, we come out and we help get the dogs.
Well, we basically just turned off of Chrome and immediately saw him limping, no collar, no tag. We came, we scanned him, he has no chip. He's injured, he can't put any, pressure on his leg. Came right up to us, obviously very hungry. So what we do is bring him to our vet, get him medical care, cleaned up, food. He's a lover, so he should be easy to get adopted, hopefully.
Sometimes it takes hours to lure the dogs. They're scared, they've been injured, they're skittish. We have to sit on the ground sometimes with our treats and food, and we're luring them over to us. So sometimes some rescues can take hours and hours and hours. Even though there's hundreds and hundreds of dogs out here, sometimes it takes hours to just to be able to gain the trust of one dog to be able to bring them to safety.
We found him in the middle of the road. We asked the farmer here if it was his dog. He said no, it's a stray. Sure, he was owned by somebody. It looks like he might have an eye problem. We're gonna get her all adopted and taken care of, get her back to being healthy.
Any rescue is well worth it. I think there's going to be some 2 happy dogs and maybe more before the day's done, we hope.
People dump dogs out here all the time. Every night there's tons of dog fighting. This is definitely a good spot to come.
Yeah, but
as long as we can get the mama.
Get a crate! Someone get a crate! Got it!
The dog, they want him off the property. There's breeding repeatedly. I can tell he's got ear infections because he keeps shaking his head. After she gets in the cage, she's going to be much better. She's going to get a home. She'll get vetted.
Go, Mama. Good girl. That's a good girl. Good girl.
As soon as we've captured the dog or rescued, we call the vet and let them know the injuries, the obvious illnesses, whatever, so they're prepared. We name the dog, so they start a file right away.
Watch your hands.
The dogs don't have a voice. They don't have anybody to stand up for them. If somebody takes them and dumps them out in the middle of nowhere, there's nobody they can go to complain about it. So I feel like we have to have a voice and we have to take action on their behalf to make sure that they're safe and well cared for like they should have been from the beginning.
We have a limit, we have to be responsible, so we have a limit on how many we can take, and we did get that number, but there's always more. And I always want to take more.
I am overwhelmed. I think they are an amazing organization. They're all volunteer. The fact that they get out here and do it, and it's painful, it's heart-wrenching, and to my surprise, it's dangerous. I'm convinced this is a great organization that we want to support.
Almost 3 years ago to the day, I was approached by Everglades Angels. They just wanted to find out what we were about, take a tour of the hospital, see what we could offer them, what type of medical facility we ran, and what we were open to do with them. Once I met the 2 ladies, we were kind of all sold and bonded in our own way. And from that day forward, we've just been doing everything we can to help them.
They bring them in, we do a physical examination, we try to guess their age, we see if they're microchipped. Most of these dogs are scarred, injured in some way. They're out there with panthers and gators and just who knows what can get to them.
Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey. What you doing? What's wrong with your little face? Good boy, Jack.
Okay. He is about 10 months to a year.
What a good boy.
Medically speaking, these dogs would never have any kind of medical care. Some of them are heartworm positive, so we definitely take care of that. We treat them. It's really rewarding to see these dogs get healed and find a home.
You a happy girl, yeah.
The only way we can do what we do is by donations, and thank goodness we do have wonderful support, and we have a lot of followers on Facebook. We are always looking for volunteers. They can get involved with hands-on with our dogs, and also we're always looking for help for fundraising, things like that.
We've gotten most all of them adopted at this point, and we're no-kill, so we go to extremes to save their life.